Assalamu alaikum and hi everyone. This is Ali from AW Exotica bringing you yet another amazing video for today. Right now I'm present in Gulzar-e Sadiq Park right in the heart of Bahawalpur. I had been wondering for quite a few days about the price of DSLRs these days. Now the average DSLR costs between 700 to 4,000 US dollars, which is frankly speaking not affordable for a lot of people, a lot of you guys out there or people like me. I also made an effort to get this DSLR, save some money and finally got it. However, there is one tool that everybody has in their hands and that is a cell phone these days. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to use your cell phone to up your photography game a bit. Now we fail to understand that this tool right in my hand offers immense amount of flexibility and power once it comes to photographs. So I'm going to give you 7 tips to improve your photography with this cell phone. Today's video is all about that. Watch till the end, don't skip the video because I'm going to be giving you an 8th tip, which is going to be a bonus tip for you guys today. If you guys are new to the channel, do leave a like, do subscribe and turn on those bell notification icons so that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff. So without any further waiting to do, let's get you straight into the video. Coming up. Righty, so I'm here with the first tip. The first tip, ladies and gentlemen, over here is to get to know the in-camera software that you have on your phones. What we do is we take the phone out, point and start shooting and pressing the shutter button without actually getting to know the controls that are available on your smartphone software camera system. So get to know the software, get to know the various settings inside it, how the shutter plays out, how the ISO affects your image, the shutter speed, the aperture settings, the various options, the various filters that are available inside the camera software that you have. So play around with them. If you want an in-depth detail on what ISO, shutter speed and aperture means, I've got 3 videos made in my Camera Basics series for beginners. Go check that out. That's really going to help you. I'll link a card for those videos up over here or over here. Do get accustomed with the camera software that you already have installed on your cell phone. All right, tip number 2. The cell phone lens system over here captures a lot of dirt, grease, grit, oil, your fingerprints. Do make an effort to clean this lens surface over here before you take a photograph. Now, in order to do that, you can use a soft cloth, a lens cleaning cloth, or you can use your hoodie or t-shirt to clean it in emergency cases. That's going to make hell of a difference in your photograph. Righty, so coming over to the 3rd tip. The 3rd tip for you guys is to use the rule of thirds. Now, in order to use the rule of thirds inside your camera, you need to first switch on the grid lines that are present in the camera software system that you have. Now these grid lines are basically 2 vertical and 2 horizontal lines that divide your camera screen into 9 equal parts. Now placing your subject on the intersection of one of these lines is going to give you amazingly interesting results for your viewers out there. Always use the rule of thirds wherever you're taking a photograph or going close to a subject or photographing any subject. The rule of thirds is really going to bring that life out inside your photograph, give that nice and new perspective look to the photographs that you're trying to capture. So I'm going to take 2 photographs. Now this first photograph that I've taken is without applying the rule of thirds. The subject is simply centered in the frame and I just snapped it. In this second picture, I have applied the rule of thirds and tried to place the subject on the intersection of one of the lines. You can see the difference that it creates. It instantly generates that interest for the viewer to stick to the photograph and see it a bit more and appreciate what you have done with it. That was rule number 3 for you guys. Alright guys, tip number 4 is symmetry. Now human brain is hardwired to appreciate and feel good about anything that is symmetric. That's ingrained inside our brains. So whatever you do, keep your photos and keep your frame as symmetric as possible. Look for those architectural straight lines and follow them in your frame. Keep your camera straight and shoot. The symmetry is really going to push your photograph a bit more towards the better looking category of photos out there. So utilize your own eyes to see the subject, keep the frame straight and then shoot. I'm going to show you 2 photographs. One is not symmetric and the other is symmetric. You'll see the difference yourselves. Let's show you the photographs. This photograph that I've taken is a non-symmetric photograph in which I've not taken care of the symmetry. It's just a simple photograph snapped from random angle. Now over here in this other photograph, I have taken care of the symmetry. Now see the difference, how good the other one looked. Alright guys, tip number 5 right here is to utilize or use different angles for your photograph. Now, if you're photographing like a common human being, you're just gonna take your phone out, point and shoot. Now, this is the most common angle that a lot of us use, which is the eye level. So we are accustomed to the eye level of shooting things. That's how we perceive, that's how we look at the world around us. So go high on a subject. try to shoot it from a higher angle. Go low on a subject, try to shoot it from a lower angle. You'll get a very different perspective of the same subject that you are trying to shoot. Go right, go left, go completely around your subject to find that sweet spot, to find that, that final angle which is going to give your photographs a beautiful look and a nice perspective for the viewers to stick there and keep watching. So experiment with various angles. Now I'm going to show you two photographs that I've taken. One is just a simple photograph on the eye level in which I've centered the subject inside the grid lines that I have. Now the other photograph is of the same subject with a different angle applied. In this photograph I'm going a little low on the angle, so you can see the difference just by changing the angle of the lens or the camera that I have is having on the photograph and the subject. Alright guys, tip number 6 for you over here is to utilize all available lenses on the camera system that you have. Now the phone that I'm using is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9S. It has a 5 lens camera system available inside it. Now most of the cameras out there have either a wide angle lens, they also have an option for a macro and depth of field sensing lens. They have a couple of other lenses too. So whenever you're trying to shoot or establish a scene, or you're trying to capture the whole perspective of the area in which you're shooting, you should go for a wider lens inside your camera system. It's very easy to choose. You can move around in the options. Shoot wide if you're shooting a wider area, a wider perspective. Now if you want to go close to the subject, like you're really trying to shoot something at a macro level, use the macro lens available inside your camera. That's going to give you that detail on the subject. That's going to bring out the detail inside the subject that you want your viewer to see. The normal lens, of course, is the simple point and shoot. Just take it out, apply the rule of thirds, apply the rule of odds. We'll talk about the rule of odds later, and just shoot. So experiment with the different lenses that are available inside the camera system that your cell phone has. Alright, the 7th tip that I'm going to give you is very, very important. The 7th tip for you guys is that always edit and post-process your photographs that you've taken from your cell phone. Now once you edit and post-process the photographs, it's going to add life to your photographs. It's going to add that feel inside your photographs, the emotion you're trying to convey. That is going to be done through post-processing and editing. You can do that inside your cell phone. There are various free softwares available from the Play Store. If you want me to give you 2 recommendations, I use 2 softwares. One is Snapseed and the other is Lightroom. I use both of them to post-process and edit my photographs before posting on Instagram, on Facebook, or whatever, or for a client or whatever I'm shooting. All right, now, coming over to the bonus tip that I have for you guys. That bonus tip, ladies and gentlemen, is to entice interest inside your photos. Now, the viewer is going to stay on your photograph, look for a few seconds only if he finds something of value and interest, something that he can connect to, something that he can emotionally relate to. Now, a picture is basically a voiceless expression of your mindset, of your feeling, your emotion at that very moment in which you're trying to capture a particular frame or a photograph or a subject. If you're able to convey that emotion, if you're able to convey that feel, your job is done. You can play with the negative emotions inside your photographs as well as positive emotions inside your photographs to entice the interest of the user. So that should be your aim whenever you're taking a photograph. Don't just go random, shooting subject at eye level here and there. Plan your shot. It should have that feel, it should have that emotion. That was the 8th tip for you guys. Alright guys, those were 7 tips plus a bonus for you guys right here. This channel has crossed around 100 subscribers. All thanks to you guys, all thanks to your support. I'm really surprised at the speed at which we have attained 100 subscribers. I know it's not much, but it is something for me since I'm the creator on this channel, and I really love when people appreciate my work, people like my work. If you guys are new to the channel, do leave a like, do subscribe, and turn on those bell notification icons so that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff. I'll be coming up with a lot of videos soon. Do leave in the comment section below if you want any other tutorials or videography tutorials related to the cell phone. This is AW Pixotica signing off for now. See you in another video real soon. Bye bye.